now.
Ready?
This is my dad, Mr. Sohn, and he's going to tell you a little bit about what it was like. This is his first time speaking in front of a bunch of people. Okay, he's 80 years old, and he was in World War II. And you were 18 when you went in? 18 when you went in, and his very first real combat thing was at the Battle of the Bulge. Okay, he's going to tell you what happened then. All right.
Okay.
So go ahead.
Well, I didn't get a speech made up, but I'll go through as we go. And I was captured in the Battle of the Bulge, and our division, the 106th, we went in and we weren't experienced. So what didn't get killed got captured in that battle. And there was 3 regiments of us. And I was captured on the 19th of December.
1944?
44. And then I was taken as a prisoner, and through that, well, I'll get back to war in the battle. Now, we shot our own men because we were in such a mess, and you didn't know really who you was fighting, so we just had a roundup on that.
Lots of just confusion. Confusion
And,
on the battlefield.
Oh yeah, and then the snow was about waist deep. So
When you guys landed in there, it was waist deep?
and it was the biggest snow that they had over there for years. And after we were captured, we was on the death march.
No, explain what a death march is.
A death march is you're lined up, you're marching through, and we had on the death march there was a great big hole. I mean a big one like a pond, and down in there was all Jews. So we had to watch the Germans up there shoot the Jews. They were kids, women, and men. And then they covered them up with dirt with a bulldozer. And then we marched farther, and then we got into a boxcar, and we had to stand up. If you was tall, when our Americans came over, they bombed the railroads real bad. Now, if you was tall, you got hit by their bullets. And we was on there about, I don't know, 3 or 4 days like that.
And that was on a train, right?
And doing all that time, we had no food or water or nothing. And then they marched us into a big tent. There you were supposed to tell about the United States, where you're from, and all this and that. So we was always taught, only give your name, rank, and serial number. Well, the Germans said, if you don't tell us what we want to know, we have a machine gun set outside, and said, we will kill you. And I said, well, just go ahead and get it over with. So I got outside and they didn't kill us.
Were you lined up to the firing squad? Were you?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
So, anyway, you was tortured throughout the whole thing, you know.
Tell them how many were in your camp.
There was 60 of us in the camp. 5 of us lived out of 60. They bombed our camp, and there was just 5 of us left. And we had to stand and look at these, the men, and they took them and put them in, it's like a concrete ball pipe. They burned them. So we had to stand there and watch all that.
You mean the other prisoners that died?
Wow. So, anyway, when I got liberated, I really don't remember. My mind was just gone, you know. But remember eating some donut the Red Cross had set up. And that made us all sick, so they had to really doctor us. Because I think I weighed 70 pounds when I got out.
How many of you guys in here weigh 70 pounds?
I really like
Okay. That's
Okay, well, you guys all think I'm really skinny, and I weigh about 115 pounds, so that's a good 45 pounds less than I weigh.
So anyway, in this camp that we was in, with the 60 of us, we had no bed to sleep in. You slept on straw on the floor. You had no bathroom, and you didn't get nothing to eat or drink. And the SS troopers, which was really the bad ones, they came in during the night. They'd try to get you up so you could escape so they could kill you. And they had a trap door set up, and they wanted you to go through that trap door. And some of them did, and if they did, they were out there and they killed them right there, you know. So, and we had no heat or
And it was
nothing like
winter.
that.
It was winter then.
It was winter, oh yeah. It was cold, you know. So,
how long were you in captivity?
almost 6 months. And as I said, when I got liberated, I really don't know when they really did free me, you know. But the Americans bombed over there. Seemed like every hour they were bombing. And so our camp there at last was hit.
Is that when most of them died then?
Mhm.
Oh, so most of them died whenever we came in to
Yeah.
free you guys.
Uh-huh. Of course, you had, you really didn't have anything to keep notes on. I mean, you couldn't. Your mind was just not functioning. It was gone. And so anyway, coming back, I remember coming back to the United States. I don't know how many different hospitals we were in New York when we landed, all through there. They had to kind of bill you up.
Let's show them a picture of what some of the prisoners looked like
Yeah.
when they were released. Okay? Pass that one around.
Guys, you're gonna find these pictures are very similar to the pictures of the Jewish
There's one that there's
people.
for the Germans, Americans, you know.
And then you want to show them this picture too of like, show them this one.
Okay, this is how the snow looked. This is when we was captured.
Those are actually some prisoners. We don't know if that's him or not, but those are actually some prisoners.
So you can pass that around. In this book here is the Stalag that I was in. Tells all about it.
That's your prison camp that you were in?
Uh-huh,
Okay, and your name's in that book?
uh-huh. It's in here. And,
Tell them about your, at the Battle of the Bulge, about your other brothers.
oh, well, my brother, I didn't know, he was in the 28th Division, and I was in the 106, so we were close together. And I didn't know that he was, I figured he was there in the battle, but I didn't know that he was taken prisoner or not, until I got home. So he was, after we figured it up, him and I, we were about 90 miles apart in these prison camps. And he was captured just about when I was.
And that your other brother, your third brother came along, tell them about that.
Yeah, my brother came along, he was in the tank division. And he ran across the duffel bag.
And that was, which one was that?
Glenn, my brother.
No, Otto ran.
Otto, well, that's one was in the tank division.
And he came across your double, one of your guys?
And
No, your
my brother Glenn,
Oh,
that was
wow.
a prisoner. And he figured that we was all taken prisoner or either got killed, you know.
Wow.
So my mother said about every Sunday she got a telegram. Either you're missing in action, taken prisoner or war, then you hear no more. You know, she did. And it was, I know when I got home, she fixed me a platter full of sandwiches. By morning, I had all that gone.
You still love your food today. Show them this picture and tell them how 7 of your,
Yeah,
Tell me about
in
that.
here is 7 of us, my brothers. We was all in.
You were all in the
One
war?
time. 2 of them got out earlier because there weren't supposed to be that many in the family in service.
Oh, after the Sullivan brothers.
Right.
Mhm.
Right.
And
but
this
everybody,
was taken shortly. I went into the Army shortly after.
now were you drafted or did you sign up?
Mhm.
Were you drafted?
I was drafted. I wanted to sign up, and my folks wouldn't do it. So I was drafted at 18.
Now, what were you in as far as like, you were in Army, like
Yeah. in
just
the
regular Army?
Uh-huh. I was in the infantry.
Infantry, okay.
Uh-huh. And there, well, twice, we had to jump out of planes, you know, in order to get, go through this training. And they always had to push me out. Because I got frozen when I got to the door.
You wanna show them this, what that is?
Yeah, this is a award that they gave me, sent to me. And,
Okay. Now show them your, tell them about this, they're probably dying to know what this is.
oh yeah, this is what the German used. They carried this. It had a catch on the bottom. And that's what they beat you with.
Can you imagine me beating you guys with one of those?
I got, well, I don't know how really, I'm a student and didn't know I got it somehow. I don't know how.
But that's really,
And then I brought a bayonet home with me, and I don't remember getting that either.
no, we have that, but we didn't bring that to school because, well, even though it's a real
Yeah.
bayonet.
But,
Do you guys know what a bayonet is?
Yeah.
they use quite often, the Germans.
Oh, yes.
A bayonet is a long knife that you attach to the end of your gun, and you can use it like a spear, pretty much.
Uh-huh, yeah.
No. Now, tell them that you threw everything away. Tell them how you got rid of everything.
Okay, when I came home, after I got married, I had everything in a trunk. And one day I went down to the basement, and I thought, well, I don't want none of that stuff. I took it to and burnt it up, medals and all. So anyway, these medals was sent to me. They have a record of it and everything.
So he reordered his medals.
Uh-huh. And, but, right here, I'll show you. This dog tag right here is what we wore in the German prison camp.
Those are the German prison camp dog tags that they
This
do?
one right here, this is
Yeah.
actually, for some reason, he still had this.
Uh-huh. Yeah, I guess it was around my neck when I was liberated, and somehow, I don't know how I held on to it, but I did.
Wow.
Of course, this one is the one that we wore when we went to service.
And
But-
can you explain some of the other things on this thing?
Yeah,
Whatever you know.
I was a private first class. At that time, you didn't, by being captured and everything, you didn't have a chance to advance to get promoted. And this star right here, big one, is when you was in prison camp.
Oh.
And this is a rifleman. I was in there in service. So you had a medal of that. And some of them I don't remember just what they're for.
That's
My
okay.
memory goes bad.
That's okay though.
But
What do you know what the Iron Cross is there underneath the U.S. dog tag? What?
This.
Oh, yeah, that's a rifleman.
That's a rifle. Okay.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
And, as you went through your basic, we had 13 weeks of basic training before we went overseas.
That's not a whole lot, is it, guys? Really, 13 weeks to
And
then
you
you're
got
supposed to be ready to go
medals
war.
throughout that time. But everything, during your 13 weeks of basic training, everything had to be jammed in. I mean, it's,
I thought
because,
you guys even physically fit, actually, you know.
huh?
How are you even really in shape?
Well, you would just, from the time you went in service, you was taught to fight. And they told us what to do if we ever was a prisoner and stuff like that.
Wow.
Never give
Wow.
out information or anything like that.
Boy, but I bet you never thought that you would ever get captured or
Oh,
anything.
No.
No.
Devin, you have a question?
Yeah. How much did you weigh before you went into the
I weighed 173 pounds.
So he lost almost 100 pounds.
Wow. I didn't know that. That's a lot of weight to lose. In just 6 months.
Yeah.
Just 6 months. That's like
Now-
a pound a day.
I don't think another month or
No,
a few
half pound a
weeks,
day.
we would have survived it all. You know, if we hadn't gotten out. But,
That's just another picture.
this is just another picture. This is their dress uniform when we was in camp and went out. And these medals are similar. One of them's like, is a double like this. But, as I said, I'm sorry I can't remember just what they're all for.
That's all right.
That's okay. And then you want to come up with this?
Oh, yeah.
You can maybe pass that one around if you want to.
Uh-huh. This is before I went overseas, was taken. But this, when we came back, just before we got discharged, I got discharged up in Colorado. And they had German prisoners up there. And by us being a prisoner, we had guards. Because they didn't want us to really treat them.
Yeah.
So, it was something, you know. You want that passed?
Do you guys want to look at that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Kind of was painful seeing how well they were being treated and compared to how you were being treated, wasn't
Yeah, uh-huh. Like, they had clean clothes, food, cigarettes. They all smoked at that time. I mean,
Heat.
we all
It
did.
was cold, they had heat.
They had heat. I mean, the berries was real clean. They just had it real good over here. And it was hard to guard them. Because really you wanted to go ahead and kill them.
it? Yeah.
Do you know how long it was before you got discharged and when you were freed and taken back to the U.S. and then you finally got out? And how long that was?
That was, it took quite, I say a couple months. Because when they sent us to Jefferson Barracks to be discharged. And they would not let you go home unless somebody came and got you. You were just still weak and all this and that. And I couldn't remember our telephone number or nothing.
Oh, wow.
And I sat there all day. And there was a number that crossed my mind. It was my niece's number in St. Louis. So I had the sergeant to call. They got through. And they came and picked me up then. But how that number ever came through, I don't know.
Devin, you have another question?
Never mind.
Oh, yeah.
You sure?
Never mind. Yeah, I'm sure.
Guys, some of you had questions written down? Annie?
If you could do it all over again, would you?
Do I, hon?
If you could like go back to the war again, would you?
Well, I miss it, but I wouldn't want to go back in again.
Yeah.
But, I don't think I could really handle it anymore.
What was like the United States like during that time? What was the whole mentality towards the Germans and the Japanese and the Italians? How did normal people feel about them?
Well, some of them didn't understand really what was what. But most that I talked to was really against the Germans, you know.
Yeah.
But I can't, there's never a day go by or a night that all this doesn't come back.
Wow.
Nick?
Kayla? Oh, good.
So I'm up quite a bit doing it.
Yes.
Go ahead, Nick.
What kind of gun did you have?
It was a rifle gun.
No, this one.
It was a rifle that we had. And I think it was called the M1.
M1 Grand?
Uh-huh.
Huh?
And of course,
Yeah, I showed you.
in the battle, when we went up, I'm gonna get back a little bit farther.
Okay.
When we went back up on the front line, we were greenhorns, and the 2nd Division was up there. They were really experienced. And so they put us up there, and the 2nd Division left and went into the back. And we didn't know what it was all about. And we were there.